Hey everybody, I want to show you today how to make dandelion root coffee. So some people use this as a coffee substitute when they're trying to cut the caffeine. Really it doesn't taste like coffee other than that it has this sort of like roasty, thick deliciousness of a cup of coffee. But dandelion root has some amazing health benefits. It's excellent for digestive support, liver support, gallbladder support. And so today we're going to make a dandelion root latte. It's a very simple process, so you can harvest the dandelion roots out of your yard, especially if they haven't been sprayed. And you can do this with fresh roots, so after you rinse off all the dirt, just chop your roots up. Or you can use dried roots, so here I've dehydrated my dandelion root, and I'm going to use the roots that are already dry, but you can use either one. And let's start the process. So I have here my cast iron skillet. You don't have to do it in cast iron. In my opinion, it tastes better that way. And you're going to want about a heaping tablespoon of root for every cup of water that you're going to use here. So I'm making 2 drinks, so I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of dandelion root. And what I want to do is roast it. So I'm going to turn my heat on to medium, and I want to stir pretty regularly, and you're going to be able to tell that it's fully roasted once it starts to smell a little bit like popcorn. Okay, so you want to make sure that once it does smell like popcorn, you want to take it off the heat because you don't want to burn it. So at this point, I'm going to transfer it into a saucepan. Here I will add my water. So if I want to make 2 full cups of water, I'm going to add in maybe 2.5 cups of water now because it's going to have to cook down. Once the water's in, we're going to bring this all the way to a boil. So once this comes to a full boil, we're going to reduce the heat to low, and we want to let it simmer for 10 minutes. And while it's simmering, you can get out your blender, your butter, and some maple syrup. We're going to use those in 10 minutes. Okay, so after it has simmered for 10 minutes, we want to strain it into our blender. And it should have this dark brown color here. And at this point, I'm going to put about a tablespoon of butter for every cup of water that I added, and then a splash of maple syrup. So maple syrup to taste, really. You don't have to use butter. You can use any sort of milk or cream. I just think it's so good with butter, and it makes it a little bit thick. Splash of maple syrup, and then I'm going to blend it just to get it nice and frothy. Okay, so it didn't take very long. It's going to have this nice froth on it, and you can just pour it in a mug and enjoy. Cheers.